Nina. Thanks for joining me today. Are you excited for STAMPtember? I certainly am. I have loved all of the STAMPtember fun that's already happened in just one short day. Can you believe it? It's only been one day. Well, we've got so much more in store for you. I hope you'll be joining us. So what I wanted to do today is share a card that I made using some of the new STAMPtember release products. Under the Sea is a really beautiful stamp set that Simon released. I want to show you it to you here. This is the stamp set, and it has so many intricate stamps. I can't tell you how wonderful and beautiful these stamps are to be able to use in making so many fun cards. So I want to share today's card with you. It's this one here that I made. I used Distress Oxide Inks and did some stamping onto dark colored cardstock to make this really cool background. Distress Oxide Inks are so much fun to play with and really look nice on dark colored cardstocks. Also, I want to mention that Simon came out with some new envelopes. This is one of the envelopes that I'm using in my card. You can see it matches the Audrey blue cardstock that I used in this card perfectly. And what I love most about these envelopes is that they are a straight edge and they have a seal that's already on there, so you don't have to lick the envelopes, they're self-sealing. So I hope you'll join me and learn how to use the Distress Oxide Inks on dark colored cardstock, as well as see some of the new STAMPtember release products in action. I hope you've been enjoying STAMPtember as much as I have, and like I tell you, you're going to love all of the new things that are coming out all month long. There's lots of surprises too, so keep in mind that there are some fun things coming up. And also happening right now is the Simon Says Stamp STAMPtember release blog hop. Yesterday was day one, and I was part of the day one blog hop, and I shared a few cards on my blog as part of that. If you missed that, I will have that link down in the video description below. Also, today is day 2 of the STAMPtember release blog hop. I know, it's 2-day blog hop. So I hope you'll stop over at the Simon Says Stamp blog today also, so that you can see some more STAMPtember inspiration and get some fun ideas using the new products. So let's head on over to my desk and create the card using some of the new products, and let's get started. Okay, so here's another quick look at that stamp set. I'm going to be using the starfish today, and as well as some smaller elements from a few other Simon stamp sets. The Distress Oxide inks that I'm going to be using first are Faded Jeans and Peacock Feathers, and I'm stamping these onto some soft navy cardstock from Simon Says Stamp. I'm going to be stamping these in a visual triangle, so that way I get a really nice visual layout of these starfish, and it's going to balance out the entire pattern nicely. So I stamped 2 of them in the Faded Jeans, and now I'm going to bring in some of the Peacock Feathers, and I'm going to stamp that one here, so you can see we're forming a triangle here with the layout of these starfish. I love these starfish images and also all of the other images in the stamp set. I live in a nautical area, so anything that has anything to do with the beach or ocean or anything like that, I am all over it. So I'm going to continue stamping the rest of these starfish onto my background to completely cover it. However, those 3 that we stamped first, those are going to ground the rest of our design, because those are the ones that are going to be most visible. Now I'm bringing in some candied apple ink and a few images from the Henna Patterns stamp set. I actually designed this stamp set for Simon in the past, and the patterns in this are perfect for using in a variety of different ways. Yana Smakula has done a bunch of cards using this stamp set before in the past, and she's made some really great examples of how you can use these to make some really beautiful backgrounds. So I also used some ice spruce ink, and I stamped the swirl pattern, and now I'm taking some water and I'm spritzing my paper to get the oxide inks to activate. You can see that they really brightened up beautifully, and I love how they react on the dark colored cardstock. I'm going to bring in a water brush and splatter on some of that Faded Jeans in the background just to add some splatters. I think it really finishes off the pattern. Now I'm using this really great Thanks die from CZ Designs and Simon Says Stamp. I love this pack of Just Words dies. They are so simple and fun, but they match on so many different cards, and I really enjoyed incorporating these into my project. So I die cut them a few times from some red cardstock and layered them together to create a dimensional sentiment. Now I'm bringing in my new stamp set called You Got This. This is a stamp set that I designed in an encouragement theme. It's got a ton of sentiments in a simple font so that it matches with a variety of different cards. I stamped that in some island blue ink. I think that matched the peacock feathers in my card really nicely. And then I stamped that onto some off-white cardstock from Simon Says Stamp. I'm layering my background panel with some Audrey blue cardstock, which is also from Simon, and I'm going to attach these down onto my off-white card base.
After I've attached these panels down, I'm going to add them down on a little bit of a wonky angle just so that they add a little interest to the background. Then I'm going to take my word die and I'm going to add some liquid glue to the back of it so that I can attach it down onto my card. I'm going to layer these onto the bottom left-hand corner of my card. I think that helps balance out the rest of the scene. And then I also added some glitter over top of the starfish and the bigger pattern elements in the background just to add a little bit of sparkle and shine. You'll also notice I did add a few Lucy's Cards Ice Cube gems. I actually love adhering these gems backwards so that the bumpy side is actually the part that gets adhered down onto the paper and the smooth side is the part that's facing you. I think these really look cool adhered both ways and they add a totally different look to your card. So I hope that today's video has inspired you to use some of the new STAMPtember release products. I really encourage you to check out the Under the Sea stamp set. I have enjoyed using this, and it also matches up really nicely with the henna pattern stamp set that I designed. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more inspiration. Also remember you can head on over to my blog to get more information on this card, including more information on the other cards that I've created so far with the STAMPtember release products. Thanks again for stopping by and spending some time with me. I'll be back soon with more videos to share. Thanks for watching!